A distinct sound, trendy lyrics,
How can I be homophobic? My is gay.
together with UK's drill beats, has allowed him to carve out his own lane in music. Music that not only echoes through the streets of the UK, but transcends borders. Central CEE, a name which is undeniably becoming one of the biggest names in the music industry today. His story is one of grit, ambition, and artistry, the combination that has helped him culminate a net worth of tens of millions of dollars. But before he became a chart-topping rapper and a global star, he was simply a young man navigating the challenging streets of Shepherd's Bush in West London. The streets that laid the foundation for the storytelling and raw authenticity that defines his music today. Born on June 4th, 1998, Central CEE, whose real name is Oakley Neil Caesar Sue, grew up in Shepherd's Bush, West London, an area rich in culture but also marked by challenges. His mother was an English woman, but his father was a Guyanese man with Chinese ancestry. He grew up in a two-parent household until his parents separated when he was 7 years old. He then went to live with his mother and two younger brothers. As a child, the young Oakley was surrounded by music. When he visited his father, he was exposed to music genres like reggae, hip-hop, and dancehall when he attended events like the Notting Hill Carnival. And he began hinting at his future career when he would show his mother his poetry and raps, prompted by his desire for the things he didn't have. But as any other teenager in London's inner city, the aspiring rapper was growing up in an environment filled with distractions and difficulties. It is said that he attended Chelsea Academy in London, but found it hard to focus while in school. Therefore, he would occasionally misbehave and get himself in trouble. At 13 years old, he began making music with little outside influence beyond Tupac's ghetto gospel on his MP3. And by age 14, he got inspired to begin recording music when a friend brought him along to a recording studio. He then left school by age 16, and despite having the dream to become a rapper, his dreams wasn't yet paying his bills. So he then began working for a local shoe store before quitting after 3 weeks when he found out his wage. He then turned to selling drugs and explaining his decision as something which was natural because of where he came from. But even with the money he now earned from selling drugs, the road to success as a rapper was still not smooth. Central CEE, whose name was spelt differently at the time, made his first public appearance at 16 years in 2014 on a now-deleted episode of Charlie Sloth's Fire in the Streets. But his first song appearance was when he was 17 years old on a song called Ain't On Nuttin' Remix.
I was on the road, she was home pushing buttons. Got a couple clones in the zone, no discussion. Ain't picking up my phone to the hole when my mother's
alongside other promising future rappers like J Hus in January of 2015. By February of that same year, he released his first freestyle called Street Heat and also made an appearance on the music platform Black Box.
Through thick and thin, I've been the kid, it's me, I'm the in thing, things been in cling, huh?
1 year later, and although he wasn't topping the UK charts yet, he was becoming a more familiar face in the UK rap scene. In 2016, he released his single called Pull Up in August and was also featured alongside other promising UK rappers like Santan Dave on the remix of the song Spirit Bomb. But his single, Pull Up, was different from the rapping style we know him for today.
Pull up, skirt, would you ride for me? Tell me now, would you die for me? All these other girls wanna ride.
At this stage, he was experimenting with his sound, trying to find his voice in a crowded UK rap scene. But although the auto-tune heavy style gained him some attention, he knew that the style didn't represent him. Later, in 2017, he released his first projects, the EP 17 and the now deleted EPs Nostalgia and CS Volume. And by 2019, he released another freestyle called Next Up, following a number of other singles in that same year. But it wasn't until 2020 that his music began hitting the music charts and his breakthrough as a rapper in the UK drill scene really took place. The year of the COVID-19 pandemic. The year of 2020 would turn out to be the turning point in Central CEE's music career. He used the opportunity of everyone being stuck at home on their devices to release his freestyles directly from his car.
The tires bust. I nearly spun out of control. I had to tighten up too many nights inside the trap. I nearly fell in love.
The short, raw performances resonated with his audiences and allowed him to gain some traction. Therefore, he built on that momentum and released his breakout single, Day in the Life, on June 14th of 2020.
Day in the life, let's see if you really trap. Turn off the auto-tune, let's hear how you really rap.
The song went viral and thousands of users created content to the track on TikTok, from which millions of streams and views were generated. But it wasn't until he released his single, Loading, on October 22nd in 2020 that his music reached the UK singles chart at number 19, establishing him as a rising star in the UK drill scene. By the following year, in March of 2021, he would go on to release his first mixtape called Wild West, which earned a gold certification after selling over 100,000 copies. The project debuted at number 2 on the UK albums chart and number 1 on the UK R&B albums chart, with tracks like 6 for 6 and Commitment Issues resonating deeply with his fans, offering a glimpse into his life, struggles, and ambitions. Wild West wasn't just a success in the UK, it also attracted attention globally, with drill enthusiasts in Europe and the US taking notice. But this was just the beginning. Following the success of his first debut mixtape, he released his second mixtape called 23, which debuted at number 1 on the UK albums chart, marking his first chart-topping release. Also outside of that album, he released another global viral hit called Doja in the year of 2022, which peaked at number 2 on the UK singles chart. He even received his first BET Hip Hop Award nomination for Best International Flow in 2022, highlighting his influence on the global rap scene. From this point, he worked with UK rap heavyweights like Sant and Dave and international rappers like Lil Durk and Lil Baby, showcasing his ability to hold his own alongside some of the best. Today, he has over 24 million monthly streams on Spotify, earning him around $100,000 per month, and his bookings are said to be over $150,000 per show, clearly showing a fraction of his wealth. But while Central CEE was reaching to the top of the rap scene, he was also spending time building his own brand and collaborating with others, a decision that has allowed him to generate millions of dollars outside of his music royalties today. So, while Central CEE was busy trending to the top of the music charts, he was also busy collaborating with brands and creating his own brand. His first brand collaboration was with UK's famous trap star brand to promote his Wild West album. Creating a visually striking campaign, the brand promoted his album on billboards and released a clothing line specifically for the album release. Fast forward to 2023 and he launched his own streetwear brand called Cineworld. His clothing brand, which sold out almost instantly, provided his fans with tracksuits, hats, and jackets, which became must-haves, with resellers flipping items for double the price. The success of his brand opened doors for him to collaborate with other big names like Nike, designing exclusive Air Max 95s and a tracksuit line that also sold out in seconds. So, let's say 1% of his 24 million listeners buys one tracksuit from Cineworld for £320, which is currently sold out. Then we can see that he can easily generate over £50 million just from one merch drop. He has also collaborated with Prime Hydration, the drink founded by YouTube stars KSI and Logan Paul, to create a limited edition citrus kiwi berry flavored drink. Therefore, while it may be difficult to estimate the exact amount of money Cench is making from his personal brand and brand deals, we can get the idea that it is tens of millions of dollars. So what makes Central CEE so successful? Central CEE's success lies in his ability to stay authentic while adapting to a global audience. His raw storytelling, UK slang, smooth delivery, stylish branding, and fashion sense has allowed him to not only stand out in the UK market, but to resonate with fans around the world. Also, his ability to remain as an independent artist until 2023 has also allowed him to retain control over his music and finances. And even though the terms of his 2023 deal with Columbia Records were not announced, the joint venture suggests that he will likely retain ownership of his records. So from his humble beginnings in Shepherd's Bush to dominating charts worldwide, Central CEE's story is definitely one of resilience and creativity. And with no signs of slowing down, his legacy as one of the UK's most influential rappers is obviously just beginning.